Hey guys, it's me. Well, I'm not really sure who it is that I'm talking to right now, because, newbie here, but here I am. World. A week ago, if you walked right on up to me and said to me, you spent half your bank account on a self-improvement program, I would have said, sorry. Talking to people makes me uncomfortable. Flash forward, and I am so pumped to embark upon this journey into self-realization. This program, Becoming, trademark, is going to rock my world. So a little about me. I'm 19 years old. I will be beginning my senior year of high school next fall. I live here in the apartment, which I sometimes jokingly call the Pop-Tartment, because I love a good Pop-Tart. I live here on my own, so I can basically do whatever I want. Sometimes I'll just leave a shirt on the floor in the living room. I spend a lot of time on the web, surfing, and that's what led me to you guys. And to be completely honest, I was a little bit skeptical when I first started seeing your ads all over the place. But I did a little on-site research, and I'm not your everyday run-of-the-mill consumer. Listen, I'm not your easy come, easy go, garden variety, humdrum tomfooler. I consider myself to be a bit of an online shopping concierge. I know a lot about a lot. And let me say, I was very impressed by your website. Good fonts. I don't know if you guys clock this sort of thing for research purposes, but the real gotcha factor for me was the number of big-name celebrities who've gone through this sort of self-improvement gauntlet. Like Daniel Radcliffe? How did he have time when he was making those movies? Judi Dench, who I don't know who that is, but I know that's like a big-name person. Jackie Chan, and Kobe Bryant before, So I thought to myself, you know what? Let's do it. This could be a constructive experience. I've always longed for this sort of sense of community because I've struggled. It's nice to have found a group of people dedicated to bettering themselves through a program they know they can trust. I also noticed that there is like a chat room setting next to the video submit, so I think that could be a real positive opportunity for networking or making friends. I don't know. I've never done something like this before. Excited does not capture what I'm feeling right now. How to describe the sensation on the verge of becoming something else. Not trapped, but in a cocoon, awaiting my metamorphosis. But needless to say, I'm ready to be coming all over the place. Becoming all over the place. This is a new leaf, and it is nice to meet you. So without further ado, it is time for me to get started with becoming.
Hey there, kiddo. I'm Jake, your instructor over these next 6 weeks. I can't wait to show you what we have in store for you. You are going to love becoming. Today you have 3 correctives to complete, each of them suited to an unbecoming habit that we are going to replace with virtue using our techniques. As we navigate the waters of your being, I hope that you'll consider me a friend, so my feelings for you won't be so unrequited. Just joking. Now to start, we would like to reinforce your ability to follow instructions. On your becoming journey, it is imperative that you trust the process. You may have to step outside of your comfort zone at times, but we have a hunch that's the very reason you're here today. Now for the first task, slap yourself in the face 10 times, increasing the intensity of the slap with each hit. By your 10th go-around, you should be slapping yourself with the full force of your strength. Your cooperation in this exercise is paramount, so please don't hold back. In your own time.
Okay. guess I should start off soft. Stupid. All right. All right. All right. I should just do these faster. Fuck.
Hey there, hot shot. Great work with the slapping. I'm so proud of you and your willingness to change. Genuinely, you are one of the few. I admire everything you are doing, and I will be here with you always. Now, the next step of your becoming process requires you to step outside of yourself. In doing so, you will reach a much better understanding of the individual whose skin you intend to shed. Now, picture a man standing in front of you. This man has no face, no features, no penis. You stand in front of this man and shake his hand. As you do, you notice his hand has absorbed yours. Talk about strange. Swiftly, your body overtakes his, spreading across his arms, up through his head, down his torso, and into his legs until you find you have become him, standing across from your former self, who is now gagged and tied to a chair, beaten, battered, banged, and bludgeoned badly. You turn towards the mirror and realize that you have become the infamous mobster, Giuseppe Zamboni, and you've got you right where you want you. Now Giuseppe is here to tear down your former self, targeting their inner fears, their insecurities, their inner demons. The aim here is to force a separation from that shell of a human, so that it, much like a gangrenous limb, may be removed. Degrade that former self until you know he no longer has any hint of self-worth. Really lay into him. Ready? Get set. Zamboni!
Hey, you're ugly. You got an ugly face, and no one wants to kiss it. Never. I know you. I see right through you. I'm Giuseppe Zamboni. I know what makes you tick. I know what scares you. It's bears. You look anxious. You know, anxiety is a real problem these days. A lot of people walking around with a soundproof glass case around them with a half-assed drawing of a smiley face where the head's supposed to go, but you know that. You're no artist. You know these things. Here's something. You don't cut your toenails enough. What's that about? Newsflash in the newspaper. They're not supposed to touch the ground before your foot. Where are your friends? Where are your friends? Well, what, are you gonna cry? What, are you gonna cry? Aww, little baby wants his bottle. Wah, wah. Oh, look, he's shaking. That's fucking rich. That's okay. You can cry. Go ahead and cry to mommy. Go ahead and cry to mommy and daddy. Cry like you always do. Like at the sophomore prom. 18 years old in faded holy jeans and a stained tie. You stood against the wall, waiting for something to happen, but what happened is what always happens is you get having bad thoughts and you can't stop them and someone starts noticing and so you have to run home. Or it's your 15th birthday at the jump zone and you brought hats and you went home with the same number of hats. No one loves you. No one loves you. You're all alone. You had a seizure in math class. You fell to the floor and started flopping around like a damn fish, or at least a lot of people think so on the video, at least 9,246. And you shit your pants, and it stunk. And when you regained consciousness, you darted to the nurse's office, leaving behind a trail of shit, and everyone saw, and everyone laughed, and it was so funny. You have a panic attack if you meet someone. You're incapable of social interaction. Your clothes smell spicy. That dark weight in your heart is right where it belongs. And 2 years of your life didn't just disappear from your memory. They're in there. Okay. I'd say that's probably enough. That was, exhilarating. I haven't thought about some of that stuff in years. I never thought anyone would say those things to me, let alone... My heart is racing right now. That was an out-of-body experience. I've never gone through anything like that before. I actually became a 1920s gangster in real life. This is powerful stuff. I don't know exactly where I'm headed, but perhaps that was my issue all along. And I think it's time we get this third step rolling.
Hey now, wise guy. Way to rough him up. Do you feel that rumbling underneath your feet? That's power, baby. Pure, simple, and all yours. Your final step this week will introduce a practice that should work its way into your daily life. I want you to look down the barrel of the camera as though it is your own eye. This eye should always be on you as a reminder that you need to watch yourself, to pay attention to who and what you want to be. Every system is perfectly designed to produce the result it currently produces. Oftentimes, this is a consequence of mindlessness and lack of intention. Now, with this in mind, I want you to speak your intentions into your all-seeing eye. Begin by giving thanks. Doing so acknowledges that you are not always in control. This, of course, is extremely beneficial to us, especially when considering all we have to be thankful for. Then, speak on what you are sorry for. Speak those words with sincerity and you will be purer for it. Regret has this nasty way of trapping itself inside your head, and I think it's time we let some air out, don't you? Lastly, you should ask for something. You may yet be blessed with an answer. You don't always have to format your soul scans this way, but it is a good template for future soul scans. Soul scans are an imperative part of becoming and should be carried out on a regular basis. Afterwards, be sure to submit your progress report before 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Wednesday night, and I'll see you next week. I love you.
Thank you for this program. Thank you for the smiles that come and for sunlight maybe making its way in. Thank you for the promises I've made myself today, as well as the promise of tomorrow. Thank you for quiet, and thank you for Pop-Tarts. I'm sorry that I had any sort of skepticism at the beginning of this process. I feel foolish in the wake of the experience that I just had, that I would have any sort of doubt. I mean, are you kidding me? For my past transgressions, I apologize. I'm sorry I lose my temper. I'm sorry I don't always control myself when I do. But I'm working on that. That's why I'm here. As far as something that I would ask for, I think it's stupid. No. I would ask to meet a companion on this journey. I think that it would be lovely to have someone in this highly personal process, not joining, but running parallel with me. Together or something. I don't know. But I guess that's it. This has been a transformative experience. I had a wonderful time making this video to submit to you, so I guess that's it. This is so fun, I don't want to go. Alright, I guess that's it. I'll hope you enjoy watching me. See you next week.